The universe is so funny. The universe is so funny. The universe is so funny. 333 is significant. 343 is significant. 444 and 888 is significant. Let's click this to see if I have any messages. I tried to like film a YouTube video, and then my data, my storage was like, nah, bro, you don't have enough, mate. So I was like, "Ugh, I want to speak. I'm sitting with Asmodeus. I'm sitting with myself. I want to speak. I want to share my thoughts. So I was like, oh, let me go live. And I was like, I'm nervous. I don't want to go live right now. It's like 4 in the morning. I don't want to go live right now. And then the time was 0. Then the time was 3:42. So I was like, no, King Asmodeus is saying, bro, just like come out your comfort zone, whatever. I was saying in the beginning of my other video that like I want to check my notes to see if I have any messages from King Asmodeus. And the first note on my phone that I open, peace, goddess, peace, peace and love. Namaste. The time that I wrote this note was 4:42. Or did I say? I said that I started this live at 3:42. Long story short, like King Asmodeus is just everywhere. Like his energy is all over me, as well as the Grand Lord Belial. The Grand Lord Belial is also surrounding me, and I was saying that I've been walking with the Goetia, specific Goetic demons, for like almost 4 years now. 42 King Asmodeus is here. And I've always said from the beginning of my journey in the occult that like I want to be, or I feel as if I know that I am a channel for these spirits, for these beings, for these ideas, for these voices, for these opportunities, for these experiences, like for these lessons. I have a book from King Asmodeus written, well, it's the words transcribed by a child of King Asmodeus. And like it's kind of hard to articulate what it means to build a relationship with a spirit, because I feel like everyone's like journey would be so different. But it's the same like when you're going through, like I hear people talk about going through the clip off, and like how there's certain themes and you go through certain tunnels and they're governed and they're ruled by certain beings. Some are ruled by Asmodeus, some are ruled by Belial, one of them is by Lilith, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just like, how does that work? But only when as you walk it, you see how it works. Anyway, let me just see if I have any messages from King Asmodeus. It's this beautiful energy of knowing that you deserve more. He says, I want more, I deserve more. My mind expands, life works for me in my favor. I am a success and positively blessed magnet. I am a positively blessed success magnet. I am King Asmodeus, blah, 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 blah. And then there was this imagery of like a bus reversing. And if you live, Butterfly Sprinkles, I love your name. Oh my God, thank you. I love your name. If you saw me an hour ago, but like in London, because I live in London, buses don't really reverse. It's very like you don't normally day to day see a bus reverse. But it was this weird energy. I was on the bus really late. I kind of had like a mental, I don't want to say breakdown, but like the energy just collapsed on me one day. And the energy was so weird. It was so weird. And I knew like Asmodeus and Belial were there. Co-signed by Asmodeus. I knew Belial and Asmodeus were there because the energy was so like shifty. And then the bus started reversing, and I was like, this means something because buses don't normally reverse, and the energy already feels weird. I'm feeling like tense in my hips right now, and we all know that trauma is stored in the hips, and it's like literally all going to my hips. I'm feeling it in my hips. Oh my god. So please remind yourself to move your hips. The number 56 may resonate. If it does, let me know, because it resonates with me, and I would love to meet other people that resonate with 56. It's such a unique number. You always hear a 555, 444, 333, 111, but like 56? Seriously. Seriously. I said the great mind, Asmodeus, speaks of mind games and manipulation and energy harvesting. He also speaks of taking like back control, like mind over matter, having self-confidence, self-control, self-confidence, self-control, self-confidence, self-control. Shiva, there's such heavy Shiva energy as well. Oh my god. The Shiva energy. The Shiva energy. The Shiva energy is intense. The Shiva energy. The Shiva energy. You know, do your own exploration into that, and I for sure will do my own due diligence to connect and to like read the law, do the practices anyway. And I'm honored to say that like my path and my practice isn't biased. I like draw or I connect with or I'm called to by many different paths. Like someone asks like, why do you have Shiva on your wall but you work with demons? Why do you like da 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 da? But it's all interconnected. You know, I saw someone on TikTok, like one of my mutuals, and they were talking about like, oh, they want to connect with ATR, African traditional religion or whatever. But we're from South London. Like, she's probably from North London. A lot of us have like our home is from all over the globe. Like we didn't grow up in the Caribbean, we didn't grow up in Africa. Like we're very westernized. Unfortunately, and there's not, you know, I'm blessed enough to um yeah, I'm blessed enough to like talk to trees, talk to nature spirits, blessed enough to talk to dragon spirits, blessed enough to talk to demonic spirits, blessed enough to talk to Hindu spirits, blessed enough to do breath work, blessed enough to do mantra work and mudra work and yoga and tantric and all that side of things, blessed enough to do the like quantum physics side, the mathematics side, the geometric side, the synchronicities, the numerology, the astrology. I'm blessed enough to like explore all of those. Blessed enough to explore all of this. But even though I take space for making videos, sometimes like in the back of my mind I think like, am I less connected to Belial right now? Am I less connected to Asmodeus? So it's been very beautiful. I take a deep breath, I release tension in my body because what the fuck? But they actually are always with me. 32, King Asmodeus, 56. Like, the fuck? They're actually here. And it's beautiful because my, like, the way I share and the way I talk about demonic beings, daemonic beings, light beings, infernal beings, it's less trying to prove myself and more just the experience. But like I said, a good, I don't want to say starting points, but a good starting point in my journey was watching people like Brother Panic, Dr. Phil. Is it Dr. Phil Valentine or Dr. Valentine? Like, am I just saying Dr. Phil because of Dr. Phil? But Dr. Valentine, Bobby Hemmer, Priestess Osset Amen, Isis Wisdom. There's a lot of others. Ralph, the breathing in that good ass Prada man. Of course, like some Sadhguru, of course, some Bashar, you know, just Yeah, but more in terms of like one side of things. But also Connolly, the yeah, Dr. Phil Valentine. But yeah, also the subreddit on Reddit, demonology practice Reddit, subreddit. There's also an angelology one. God damn. I'm just so excited to see how deeper I get into my practice. And that's the thing, like, I want to do a video about it as well. Like, the importance of ritual. The importance of ritual. Like, I feel like we are such ritualistic beings and that we've been scared. We've been taught to fear ritual, and that rituals are like this big thing. But, bro, waking up, brushing your teeth, and going to work is a fucking ritual. Waking up, going to school is a fucking ritual. Waking up and doing nothing all day is a fucking ritual. Like, everything we do everything we do is way deeper than you can imagine. And that's the thing, whenever I take any sort of substance, especially like ketamine, LSD, psilocybin, that's when it hits you how deep it gets. That's when, when all the substances in your brain have been recalibrated and like certain parts of your brain are more active and like your energy centers and all them things, like that's when you can realize shit, this shit is actually like a simulation. Like, exactly, we create our realities. 111, 1111, like 32, King of Midges is here. We really do create our own realities. Like, it's literally the mind. And obviously there's a program, and obviously there is truth. But then there's so many distortions and so many layers and so many lenses and so many like peripherals to look at life with. And yeah, I'm learning to live more from the heart and shatter more and more illusions. And like, I'm probably sitting in like a whole bunch of illusions right fucking now. Like, seriously, still learning, still growing. I do want to do some mushrooms real soon. I feel like I need that. I done some K a few weeks ago. Ah, the substances just help us connect with our inner selves. Everything is balanced. And I was also reading Carlos Castaneda. He's born on the 26th of December. I'm born on the 26th of December. Like, and the story of Carlos Castaneda is so beautiful. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And we've kind of lost that way. I've never done DMT. I was not supposed to, I was invited to a DMT ceremony the other day. Well, a few months ago, like 6 weeks ago. Carlos Castaneda, how best to describe him? He was, I don't want to say an anthropologist, but he was definitely a writer. He was a writer, and he went to study. He's from South America, I believe, and he studied in America, and then like he went to South America like to study the the natives, and he was mentored by no, not Carlos Castaneda. Forgot the man's name, but he basically learned the ways of the native people, the ancient ones, and they done a lot of plant medicine, Mother Earth medicine, and he became like a mentee of this elder and would do different, I don't want to say rituals, but different ritual. They would do different ritual, and it was a very, in hands-on integrated experience, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of discipline, but also there was just no like rules. That's the thing, you know. I was very blessed to be invited to a very sacred, intimate ceremony. It was literally me and one other person that was tripping, and then like the trip sitter, I believe that was the setup. Yeah, I'm very singular when it comes to like substances, like psychedelics. I'm very sensitive. Like, I only like to do it by myself in my room. I don't like doing LSD with groups of people. I don't like doing shrooms with groups of people. I only really like to do like party stuff with people. But when it comes to psychedelics, when it comes to medicine, that shit is medicine. I can't even really do K around other people anymore. Like, I be bugging this. That's my fault for not dosing properly. You really need a little bit. But Carlos Castaneda is Carlos. C for Charlie. H for how. Where did I get H from? Carlos. A for apple. R for Rebecca. L for lollipop. O for orange. S for Sierra. I know that one. Castaneda. C for Charlie. A for Alpha. Castaneda. S for Sierra. T for Timothy. What is it? E for elephant. N for November. Castaneda. Honestly. But yeah, I'm sure if you type up Carlos Cast, it will come up with Castaneda. He's got like a plethora of volumes of his books. Like, he's very established in his field, I would say. His name pops up even on, well, his old YouTube name was Universal Mastery. It's Jeremiah. Jeremiah Spitz? Don't know, don't quote me. But I know him by Universal Mastery. And he also speaks of the teachings of Carlos Castaneda. And then it really just hit me. Like, this path is so sacred, and this path is such a particular path. And you don't need a guide necessarily. Like, you are your own guide. You have your higher guides. You have your higher self. You have your team. Like, you are never alone. You don't need a physical human. Like, you are a wizard, Harry. No one's gonna hold your hand and drag you through the darkness. Like, you have to be the one to pull you out, and then like your guide will like usher you along the way. Seriously, dog. It's crazy how it turns into 20 minutes, bro. I need to go to sleep. I'm joking. I'm pulling an all-nighter because my energy has been so off, so I just need to like recalibrate myself, and I feel like pulling an all-nighter is the only way to do that right now. But tell me, Grizzle, where are you in the world right now? What time is it? So tell me how you found yourself on the spiritual path. I always say the same story to people because it really is this. Maybe it's not, but this is the narrative that my ego likes to think it is. But like, I've always loved reading. I love reading. I love writing. And my dad definitely encouraged my reading habit. So we went to the library one day. We went to Waterstones, the bookstore in like London, South Bank kind of sides. Waterstones, something like that. And I found the book The Secret. I was magnetized to it. I was about 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 the oldest, but like 8 years old, between 8 and 10. And I found the book The Secret, and I remember I just read it like the whole journey home, and that whole train journey. I literally started crying. I'm a very emotional person. I cry very easily. I let myself do it anywhere and everywhere. And I was crying at age 8, 9, 10, reading this book on the train, thinking, like that person said, that I create my own reality. That book showed me that I create my own reality. And for a 9-year-old girl to sit on the train reading that, it was such like a mind fuck, and it was my first awakening. But I'm definitely from South London. Come on, y'all. I'm definitely from South London. Born in East London, but raised in South London. So after reading the book The Secret, and like 9-year-old me was like, bro, you create your own reality. Obviously, law of attraction. Obviously, there's so much more to it, but it was such a beautiful beginning place to be. It helped me take more accountability within myself. It helped me see the magic within myself. It helped me see the magic within the world. It helped me realize like that we were talking about, that there's so many layers to life and so much programs and limitations, and it's too much. Like, we literally live in a fairy tale. We literally live in a fairy tale. We literally live in a fairy tale. Like, the goblins, the warlocks, the wizards, the werewolves, the vampires. Like, we literally live in a fairy tale. It's too much. King Asmodeus is laughing right now. King Asmodeus is laughing right now. But no, I don't. I'm not from Southeast. I'm from South. I'm so South that some people don't say that it's South. I'm so South, it's sorry. Do you get me, bro? But nah, I'm definitely a bit more South now, nowadays. Just got a new subscriber. Thank you, guys. But no, I'm not staying here too long. I haven't been on my YouTube channel as much. Like, life is life, bro. And I've had to be making things happen in the physical world. Yeah. I just hope that everyone is good out there. Like, life is so intense, but it's, you know, like when I think to myself, like, if I X myself off, if I have to come back and do this shit all over again, like, that'll be so long. So, might as well just stick with it. What have I learned about myself that I need to grow to improve? I don't know. I feel like, you know, the saying, like, when you know better, you do better. I let myself get away with too much. Like, yeah, I'm not good at being told what to do. I don't like to be told what to do for some reason. I also like self-harm myself in many more ways than I like to admit. So there's that. So I would say improving on my self-worth and my self-love is what I'm learning. But I really gotta go, guys.